Welcome to Doodle Healing the Warrior Way podcast, where your life is your masterpiece. I'm Cindy Bayless, your Doodle Warrior Coach, here to help you turn self-doubt into unshakable confidence, rediscover your purpose, and create a life you can't wait to wake up to. Grab your favorite pen and let's doodle your way to clarity, joy, and freedom, one episode at a time. There was a time in my life when nothing was working and waiting for things to change was only making it harder. What finally helped me wasn't clarity or confidence. It was deciding how I was going to show up in my life. At that time, my life was a mess. I was a stay-at-home mom of 6 kids, and I had no idea what was next for me. My husband had asked for a divorce, he had quit his job, and we were in marriage counseling trying to see if we could save our 30-year marriage. Our children were all affected by what was happening, and I was doing everything I could to hold myself together while wondering what was going to happen to all of us. I wasn't just tired and scared. I was struggling. And I said, I am struggling every day throughout the day. I am struggling. I am struggling. I am struggling. And to me, struggling meant I'm drowning. And when you're drowning, you're not swimming toward shore. You are gasping for one more breath of air. And that was me, fighting just to survive the moment I was in. Believing I was drowning did not help me. It kept me stuck in the middle of the ocean, fighting for one more breath instead of moving anywhere at all. During that time, our marriage counselor gave me a book to read called The Divorce Remedy. I didn't read it feeling very hopeful. I read it because I didn't know what else to do. But there was one idea in that book that stood out to me. It suggested that instead of waiting, I go live my life and do things I enjoyed. Mind-blowing for me at the time. That thought did not change my circumstances, but it changed how I felt about them. I felt less trapped, like I still had a say in my own life. And because I felt differently, I started showing up differently. I went to football games with my kids and had a great time. I started taking walks in the woods where I could think, cry if I needed to, and take a deep breath. I began meditating and paying attention to what I needed instead of ignoring myself and my needs. And even though I was petrified, I decided it was time to invest in myself. I went back to school and became a coach. And because I needed support, I invested in a coach myself. And over time, I found a job I loved. Those choices didn't make the hard parts disappear, but they changed how I experienced the moments of my life. So I want to slow this down a little bit. This wasn't just a hard season. It taught me something I still go back to. Number 1, what you believe matters. Believing I was struggling kept me focused on survival. The thought, I get to choose how I show up in my life, helped me get moving and was simple and honest. 2, thoughts generate emotions. When I believed I was drowning, my body reacted like it. Panic, fear, and exhaustion. But when my thoughts changed, I started breathing again. 3, emotions create actions. Because I felt safer, I could take small steps. Not big ones, just enough to start moving toward shore. Just enough to feel a hint of hope and gain a smidgen of faith in myself and God. Those results helped me to build a strong belief in who I could be and what was possible for me next. Thoughts generate emotions, emotions create actions, actions build results, and results shape beliefs. Beliefs become our new thought, and the cycle continues. But this is what I want you to remember. You don't have to believe in yourself to take a step. You just need a little faith. Faith in yourself and faith that one tiny action will get you closer to shore. You don't need to know how the story ends. You just need to decide how you're going to show up today. If this story feels familiar, your next step doesn't need to be big. Download the Doodle You Daily Reset. It's a simple daily practice that helps you reconnect with yourself, notice what matters, and begin choosing how you show up in your life again. Because the moment you stop fighting just to survive and start choosing how you show up is the moment your life begins to look a whole lot brighter. Thanks for listening to Doodle Healing the Warrior Way podcast, where your life is your masterpiece. If today's episode inspired you, make sure to subscribe and share it with a friend who needs a little encouragement. Want more? Grab my free Doodle Your Vision Board guide. The link is in the description below. Remember, you are the warrior of your story. Your life, your masterpiece.